Okay, so number two, if you ever take a chance to read it, take a few minutes to read it. You might even want to try to solve it on your own. You can hit pause on the video, of course, and come back to it. But basically, everything written there is labeled in the diagram. We have a ramp and some ramp here. Remember what a ramp, I don't like that color because it's not going to come out very well. Let me go ahead and use this color. The ramp is right here, right? And I don't know why that's happening. I'm still getting used to this technology, guys. Maybe it doesn't like the highlighting color there. Let me use blue. No, I forgot to do ink to shape. So there's my... I don't know what's going on, guys. I was able to make straight lines earlier, but I didn't want to do it. Okay. Anyway, that's my ramp. You know, if you're on a bicycle or something, oh, look at that. You're on a bicycle, you know, you got the pedals there, and you got the handlebars here. I guess I don't know how to make a bike. Anyway, there's my bicycle. And you're riding up the ramp and you want to jump, right? You usually put some bricks or, put this on some stairs or something so you can, just a piece of wood and some bricks, you got a ramp. Okay. So the ramp is the actual piece of wood usually that's going up here. It's flat and it's usually something you ride on. Ramps are important. Obviously, we see them a lot in New York and they can only have a certain angle of elevation here, right? This angle can only be so high here. This angle can only be so much when you're doing a ramp in New York, because what they don't want somebody on a wheelchair to come flying down the ramp too fast, and when they fall they break their neck, so it might die that way, so that's not good. So New York City has a certain requirement for how big this angle can be. Okay, so this ramp happens to be an angle of elevation of 8 degrees, so I can go ahead and label that. And I've got these stairs that go up 6 inches and then have a depth of 8 inches. Up 6, depth of 8, up 6, depth of 8. Okay. Now, we want somehow to get a triangle out of this situation, right? We're doing trigonometry and we're looking for D right here. And I want to go ahead and look at this triangle. Now, here's my ramp. The best right triangle I can make is right here, right? Make that into a triangle. And I don't know why that doesn't... Before it was just working, right? Anyway, that's a good right triangle because we have... Oh, I see what's going on. Before this was just doing it automatically. I got to work out some of the kinks. Sorry about that. At any rate, this height here, this little rectangle here doesn't really matter, right? We don't really care about that, okay? We don't really need anything to do with that because our right triangle is right here, this colored thing. So from that, we have an angle of elevation of 8 degrees. D is only this part right here. Oops. D is only this part right here, which is what my variable is. I want to know how far it is from the base of the ramp to the base of the stairs. But I have the height. I have to figure it out, but I have this height of the stairs, right? Each stair is 6 inches high, and I've got 3 of them. So the height is actually 18 inches, 6 times 3, okay? And I have 8 degrees. So really, I just use some problem solving to get this height right here is 18. D is right here, but I'm going to need to find this right here, right, in order to use this right triangle. I could just call this X or something, okay? Now, the X is not going to be the answer to my question. D is the answer to my question, right? I'm trying to find D. But X, which is this part right here, I can go ahead and find that. it's 8 inches plus 8 inches, which is 16 inches as well. So it's 16 across here, which is x, and 18 here and 16 here. So what am I going to use? Well, it appears I have the height of this triangle, which is of this angle. It's the opposite side, right? Ooh. And I want to involve this side of the triangle, which is my adjacent side, right? So again, this is tangent, like it was in problem number 1. The tangent, so katoa, right? The tangent is the opposite over adjacent. So the tangent of my angle 8 degrees is equal to opposite, which is 18, all over d plus x, but x is 16, so I can just say d plus 16, right? Now, this is an equation. Don't worry about the fact you got d plus 16 here, right? You've got the variable in the denominator. You got to somehow get rid of that. The best thing to do here might be to realize this is over 1 and you cross multiply, right? So we get d plus 16, be careful here, times parentheses tangent of 8 degrees is equal to 18 times 1, which is 18. Okay, when you cross multiply. All I did there was cross multiply, okay, to get those two things. Now, how do I solve for d? Well, let's go ahead and divide by the tangent of 8, right? Divide by tangent of 8. And that's going to give us this whole side d plus 16, right? So let me just move down here. D plus 16, once I divided by a tangent of 8 on the left, I got d plus 16 left over. And I got 18 over tangent of 8 degrees on the right. And now I got to use some algebra here. I'll subtract 16 on both sides, right? Now I get my variable d is equal to, oh, that's better. My variable d is equal to 18 tangent of 8 degrees minus 16. And the answer here, these are all in inches. And I want to know, didn't actually tell us, to the nearest inch. Okay, nearest inch. Okay. Find it to the nearest inch. So d is going to be, take my calculator out. Boop, 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 boop. 18 divided by tangent of 8. Now make sure you close the parentheses on tangent of 8, right? When you do this in your calculator, make sure you close the parentheses. Otherwise, it's going to subtract 16 inside there, which is not what you want. You want this thing taken separately. So in your calculator, you're typing 18 divided by tangent of 8 degrees. Close the parentheses. Make sure you're in degree mode, obviously. Then you can subtract 16. That way it'll do this first, and then it'll subtract 16. Okay, minus 16. I'm in mode. I'm in degree mode. Okay. 112. It said round to the nearest inch, so it's 112 inches. Okay. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for bearing with me as I learn this technology. And I'm going to even try to save this to YouTube and see what happens. You can watch YouTube at home. I don't think you can watch it at school. So hope you had a great weekend. And don't jump too high on your ramps.